Hey, it's me, it's Silver, hello. How's it going? Was I here last week? I think I was. The things. This is pumpkin spice latte. I know. August is still not over, but I'm manifesting. um, the fan has to be off. Yeah, I just remembered why it wasn't on. It's because I'm going to make some pumpkin spice here today, just to spice it up. This one was too easy. I'm sorry. Um, so this is a grinder, like a spice grinder. Get your head out of the gutter. This is how it works, in case you don't know. This is a classic one. It's made of wood. It was the cheapest I could find at the shop. It works like this. It has like this screw bit at the top. You pull this out, and then you put whatever you want to grind inside this. In my case, it's the cloves. Yeah, this is not in English, so that's why I was doing a double take, and I'm just shoving some whole cloves into this, because the recipe, which I'll leave in the description in case someone stumbles on this and wants to make the spice themselves, and yeah, my instructions are not very good. This is I have a little thing. Yeah, it's colorful. It's working. Okay, cool. Okay, so this recipe requires 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, and 1/8 teaspoon of ground cloves. Now, I don't exactly know what constitutes as a teaspoon to this person. Let me pause. So it says it's one teaspoon is 5 grams. I don't have one of those like scales that I used for purposes. But let's just go in order. So 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. One thing about spices is that they don't go bad. If they are stored properly and they don't get like mold, you're good. You can still use them. That's the gloves. Okay, it says 1/4 nutmeg. Okay, what's 1/4, if I may ask? Like, I have the spoon, and I do like this. Yeah. You know what? Just follow your heart, as they say. Follow your heart. I don't have those fancy, or not fancy, I just don't have those utensils that are just, this is 1/4 of ginger as well. Okay. Okay, ginger is spicy. We want this spicy, so yeah. Okay, maybe a bit more of like. You can always adapt, I guess. If you want to make more than just this one is for 8 servings apparently. I'm gonna add a bit more cinnamon. Now it's grinding time. You have to go like this, one side to the other, because yeah, okay, forget what I just said. I think what they mean is that you shouldn't add too much of this, but I like the taste of cloves. So yeah, my look at these guns. Okay, yeah, you have to spin it in the opposite direction sometimes. So I was not completely wrong. I just don't know what the hell 1/8 of a tablespoon of a teaspoon is. I make tea with cloves, and I like the taste and the smell. So it's fine if it's just a bit more. Okay. Should I put it back in the... Yeah, I probably should. Because I think that's... Yeah, okay. Oh, that just fell. Okay, well. Did it go? Where did it go? Anyway. The riveting vlog of me making pumpkin spice in preparation for the spooky season. Where is it? Where is it? Hey, Bubba. Where are you? I just saw you. You can talk to me. There we are. It's one of those. Trying to fight my bad vibes with good vibes. Yeah, good vibes, good vibes. Anyway, okay, now it's mixing time. Wouldn't it be funny if I, for some idiotic reason, decided to just let me try this out and eat it. Just mixing my little a little pumpkin spice. I already put some in there. Let's try just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. I'm gonna use the same spoon because I have the other one right there, and I want to use this one to put in the little baggie that will not make this look suspicious at all, but it's what we have. And let me pause again. See? I'm not completely dumb. I almost did it. I almost did it. I know I almost did it. Ugh. It's gonna go back where it was. Now we have pumpkin spice inside a little Ziploc bag that doesn't look suspicious at all. Oh my god, I don't want any air inside this, okay? I'm sorry I didn't greet anyone properly. I hope that you had a good week. Mine was... It was. Surely something. Yeah, I still haven't done much. They have still not paid me. No jobs. I hope that maybe September will bring that. At this point I'm like, yeah. Oh shoot. Oh god. No. Have a cloth. I will put this aside and then wash it along with the spoon. Spoons. 2 spoons. And I just waste 4 fingers. Okay. Oh my god. Let's stir this a bit. Let's see if this tastes good. It was tasting good just a moment ago. Oh, it tastes better. So I can definitely vouch for this recipe. I think it's the same one I kept using in the past. Like the same one that I used on other occasions. The same one from the previous batch that I made last year. This lasts, like I said, this lasts if it's stored properly. But up to 3 years, according to the websites. Yeah, I just hope that you've been doing well. I've been doing. I've been writing a bit. But I've just been too... I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to turn this on. It's too warm still. I hate it. That's why I'm manifesting autumn so badly. But yeah, I didn't do any crafts aside from fixing my brother's back because he like snapped the strap. The strap, and then lost the you know, in bags there's that plastic bit. That's why I might have that. Yeah, it's not made of plastic, but you know, this bit, the bit that connects the bag to this. It lost this bit, so I had to make a new one, and I made it out of regular cloth. Not regular cloth, I think it's some sort of... It's not cotton, it's not linen, it's not polyester. It's something else. It's silky. It's not silk. I don't know exactly what it is. It's shiny. Quality of material, shiny. And I also need to try and fix my bag because there's a huge hole at the top, and I don't know exactly how I will fix that because yeah, the damage is pretty extensive. I don't like to throw my things away. I think I've said this before, but I enjoy fixing things. It gives me a sense of fulfillment. Yeah, since I can't fix myself out of, lack of opportunity to do so, I fix things, and I like to make things for the same reason. Like, make it from scratch. I didn't make it from scratch. If I made it from scratch, I would have gone and picked all the ingredients and stuff and waited for everything to dry and then ground and everything, and yeah, I didn't do that. But I like to make things. That's why I wish I could just get a job that was making things. Does that make sense? Or fixing things. But that's so unrealistic for some weird reason. It's so unrealistic. I was even talking about jobs that mean making furniture the other day, and yeah, my mom was just like, "Oh, yeah, that's a dying market because everyone wants IKEA, IKEA. If you don't know how it's pronounced." That was a stupid expression. I'm so sorry I did it. But yeah, jokes aside, people would just rather go to IKEA and buy those particle wood things that just break at the first touch. Is it visible? Here? Yeah, it is. That white thing right there. That's made of that kind of material. It was very cheap, obviously, and it's one of those things that you just assemble, and if it happens to get damaged, you throw it out, because everything is screwed into place. There are no holes. You have to make the holes yourself. That's why I accidentally, because the instructions were in Swedish, I couldn't read them. I mean, I could, but I couldn't understand anything, and I didn't know that you could just point a camera at things and go from there. Though I have a friend whose native language is Swedish, and he says that Google Translate is not reliable with Swedish, and I've noticed that's a pattern with most languages. It's not reliable. That's why all the jobs that, like the gigs that I get, are just revising machine translations, and that doesn't pay much at all. Or it's just like, why? It's, I mean, pumpkin spice latte. And it's with the fancy coffee. Not fancy, it's just better quality coffee. So it tastes really, really good. The spices. So I'll definitely put the recipe in the description. As you saw, it was extremely easy. You just have to get the spices. I don't know how expensive they are where you are, but I hope not too expensive if you're a fan of pumpkin spice flavored things. This is just white person culture. Pumpkin spice latte. It just tastes nice. I like spices. I enjoy those Christmas treats that have a lot of spices in them, like Lebkuchen, the German Christmas treat, which is basically a little soft cake with a lot of spices in it, covered in chocolate. That's the version that I know, because that's what you can get at Lidl. I've never tried making them at home. But I could. Try. I also remember that I was one of the few people my age who like mint spice. The Christmas treats, not with actual mints like meat. It's just what it's called. I think originally it had some sorts of meat in it, but nowadays it's just something else entirely. And those have spices in them. And I was one of the few weirdos. Not weirdos, but I just really like those mint spice. I remember that over Christmas I would be the one eating all the mint spice. What being on the right stuff and the right mood, those two adds. Mm. And yeah, I hope that you feel like pumpkin spice. You can take something from this, since I don't really have a story. Or do I have a story? Do I have a story? Yeah, I pulled my head back a little today because it was just, yeah, I kept looking at it and it was just, this situation is also bothering me. It shouldn't, but it is, because I could just bzz, 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 but I can't, because that would upset my mom, and I don't want that. And yeah, well, I have a story. It's not cool by any means, but it's a cautionary tale. Hopefully this will be resolved nicely and without any problems, but you should be careful if you have cats, for example, or if you are bitten by feral cats, especially, that if it draws blood, there's a chance that you might be infected with something, and you should seek medical attention immediately to start antibiotics, because yeah, the sooner the better. Like, my mom was scratched by a duck, and it's kind of the same. It's the same kind of, just get medical attention, get on antibiotics right away. Because that the goddamn duck hurt her on in here, and it like got infected. It started spreading, and yeah. And she's aware of the dangers of those bacteria, so the very next day we went to the hospital. It was private, because we don't have a GP at the moment, and yeah, money that we don't have, but it's one of those situations where you just have to pull from money from your ass, basically. Yeah, any savings, just, yeah, it goes down the drain, and I'm itchy because stress makes me itchy. It's not dust, it's not anything else. My uncle is also suffering from the same problem, and we're both anxious people, so yeah. But it's really something that you should be aware of. If you get bitten by a cat and it draws blood and it's like starting to get red really quickly and stuff, just definitely get medical attention, because the infection can spread and it's really bad. So antibiotics. It was looking a bit better today. It wasn't as red, but maybe there will be fluid, and maybe they'll have to like drain it or something. I don't know. Maybe that won't be needed. Hopefully, since it was just dealt with quickly, like just looked at quickly, and yeah, antibiotics right away. But it's not something to play with, because yeah, there's a risk of not only losing limbs, but also death. It's a slim chance, of course. But if you don't get it checked, yeah, it can climb up to 50%. Which doesn't seem like much with 50-50 and we're not taking chances. Luck is not on anyone's side over here, so yeah. And I've been yapping for 30 minutes. Yeah, it's like I said in the other vlog that I ramble a lot even when I'm calm. I am calm, and you know, sadness and tiredness are not the same as angry or anything, right? I'm not sponsored by Lidl, by the way. I know I mentioned Lidl several times, but that's because it's the cheapest. You can go in here and still retain some quality. Again, not sponsored by Lidl, but if they want to. And the cup that I had, yeah, this is Lidl, by the way, but I stuck Gintama sticker over the logo. I'm a fake Lidl fan, so yeah, I'm never getting sponsored. I was so sure I would be sponsored. Just joking. Yeah, that's just, education. Don't take risks with these kinds of things, like the same way you would get checked if a random dog bit you. You should do that for basically any animal bite. And these ducks, they have plenty of space to run around and stuff, but ducks are they're very dirty. Let's put it simply. They are very dirty. And the paws just go on their droppings and stuff, so yeah, it's not called paws. Are they called paws? Claws? Feet? But the feet just goes anywhere. And the same can be said about cats. So yeah, I mean, if it's a house cat, if it's your cat, then you don't really have much to fear. But with the bites, yeah, it's definitely worth checking if it's a deep bite, just to make sure, especially if it starts getting red. Yeah, and this is coming from someone who had Lyme disease. Don't know if I ever talked about this, but when I was 9, I had Lyme disease. It was going on to the second stage by the time it was caught, because I was starting to get like marks, and we'd seen a couple of doctors, and they just said, oh, it's the flu, but it wouldn't go away. And I think it was 1 or 2 weeks I had very high fevers. I don't remember lots of it. I just remember having really high fevers and not being able to do much and hallucinating. And then they would give me the ibuprofen and stuff and the paracetamol. The fever would go down, but as soon as the effects were out, it would climb up again. And yeah, I just went to a local doctor. It's a rural doctor, and I like to call him Portuguese Doctor House. Because my mum was explaining what was happening, and I was just sitting there like, I don't remember much aside from when he asked me if I'd been playing in the grass, and I was like, maybe I like cornfields. This happened over the summer. I like cornfields. I still do like cornfields. And he was like, come here. And he spotted the tick bite right away. It was really Dr. House type beat. And the course of action was really bring in the penicillin injections. It was that serious. Lyme disease is not something to play around either. So yeah, it's right up there with those bad infections. But this one is not resistant to penicillin, so yeah. And it was caught just on the brink of getting really, really serious. So yeah, and the tick was long gone, obviously. Lyme disease is caused by a tick bite. That's why he asked if I'd been playing in the grass. Rural. And he saw all the symptoms, and it was just like, that's what it is. And he just spotted the place right away. They usually go for hidden places, and I'd been playing in the grass, like children do in rural settings, and yeah. Penicillin injections. So it's, yeah, countryside, very hardcore. Just gonna finish drinking this, and try to remember to put this in the description. Yeah, the story of how I got Lyme disease. I was just playing in the grass and in the cornfields with my grandma. When my grandma was working, I was just being a child and playing on my own, and just, yeah, grass. Ticks live in grass. So I'm gonna let this get to 40 minutes, and I will wish that you stay well in my stead. Hopefully when I return I'll be in a better mood. I will be checking the video. I saw that there was a link. I'm sorry I didn't check it earlier. Thank you for still coming back. Any newcomers, welcome. If you enjoy this, I thank you seriously, because this is my therapy, since I don't have access to any other kind of therapy. So yeah, I'll try to be back, and that is a threat.